Hi guys! Ako po si TP, ang DH ng mga DH. Nandito po tayo ngayon sa first episode ng Senatorial Gisahan 1-on-1. Ang ating pinakaunang guest ay si Senatorial Attorney Glenn Chong. Ayan. So, umpisahan po natin muna, Attorney.
Yes, boss.
Ipaliwanag niyo muna sa amin kung bakit kayo nag-decide na tumakbo.
No, actually, TP, thank you for this opportunity at sa mga nanonood po sa atin ngayon, magandang umaga po. Originally, I did not intend to run. Napilitan lang po ako dahil sa 9 years that I was fighting Smartmatic and Comelec, pagod na rin po talaga ako. Tao din lang po ako at napapagod. So I was looking for a way out. So kung bigla lang po akong titigil, ang kinatatakutan ko is yung insinuation ng kalaban na baka ipapalabas nilang binayaran nila ako. And because my action is suddenly tumigil ako, it will lend credibility to the insinuation. So ayaw ko pong mangyari yun kasi masisira po ang pangalan ko na iniingatan ko po talaga. So the only way for me was to run and bring the issue to the people. So pa nag-iisipan ko, senador o party list.
Okay.
So nag-prepare po ako ng 3 party list but they all fell one after the other. Nawala po talaga yung 3 options na yon.
Alright, so
Ang natira po ay yung sa senador na nag-file po yung kaibigan ko. But surprisingly, she was not disqualified even if she was actually a nuisance candidate kasi wala po talaga siyang capacity to run. But providential or it might be God's plan na it remains there as an option. So yun na lang po ang kinuha ko.
So kunwari, Attorney Glenn, pag nanalo ka kunwari sa May 2019, ano
Yes.
ba yung mga balak mong gawin doon sa Senado? Pag hindi senador ka?
Unang-una talaga is we have to cleanse our election system. Reformahin talaga natin ang ating election system. And we are advocating hybrid election system. Ito pong manual voting, manual counting, but automated transmission.
Okay. Bukod po doon, meron pa po ba kayo ibang mga parte ng plataforma ninyo?
Yung pangalawa is law enforcement reform.
Okay.
Ito po yung bunsod ng experience ko po kay Richard Santillan. Gusto ko pong mabigyan ng kasangkapan ang mga mahihirap nating kababayan na mabibiktima na tulad kay Richard Santillan.
Alright. So ganito po, Attorney, yun pong una nyo, explore muna natin yung una. Yung sinabi ninyo na electoral system reform. Pwede po bang pakipaliwanag po sa amin kung ano po mismo yung manual counting, tapos, ano yan?
Manual counting,
Manual counting, automatic
manual voting, manual counting, automated transmission.
Okay, paano po yun, sir?
So ang gagawin po natin dito is we will reduce back our precincts from 600 to 200 voters per precinct. So konti na lang po ang botante bawat presinto. So manual voting, it's the same thing that we are doing ngayon, mga kababayan. Voting by shading pa rin pero 200 na lang po ang botante bawat presinto. So mabilis na pong matapos ang botohan. So ang computation po namin from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Tapos na po ang botohan. Then from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. ito na po yung manual counting. Itataras po tayo doon sa blackboard and bibilangin po natin ito so that you have a correct count at the precinct level. Kasi sa makina, wala po tayong nakikita na bilang eh. The makina will just simply tell us the votes. But in this case, kailangan meron tayong tara, meron tayong makikitang correct count. Then after 5 o'clock, transmission na po yun.
Alright, so yun ang gusto ninyo.
Yes, kasi pag transmit mo na, kahit dadayain nila, meron kang correct count sa presinto na mahuhuli mo.
Bilang senador, paano nyo exactly magagawa yun?
Gawa tayo ng bagong batas.
Gagawa ng batas?
Yes, opo.
I guess, amend or supplement the law.
We can amend the automated election system law and make it instead a hybrid election system.
Pero di po ba ngayon, yun na actually yung pinipetition sa Comelec, tama?
Yes, opo. Meron pong existing petition sa Comelec.
Kumusta naman yung petition na yun, sir?
Meron din pong sir, meron din pong bills pending in the Senate. Dalawa, if I remember, that are still in the legislative process. So hindi pa po siya ganap na batas at wala pong action ng Comelec doon sa hybrid election system proposal.
Alright. So yung pangalawa niyo pong point about yung enhancing law enforcement.
Yes, opo.
So ano po exactly yung gusto niyong gawin?
Gagawa po ako ng batas na kapag nangyari po yung tulad kay Richard Santillan, yung circumstances like that na merong question, merong signs of torture, At kung ang pamilya ay gustong makuha yung ebidensya, dokumento, records, reports mula sa kapulisan, the police must be obligated to give it within 24 hours. Kasi kami po, sa experience po namin ngayon, 61 days bago po na ibigay ng police doon sa National Bureau of Investigation.
Oh,
61 days po.
so sa ngayon po ba, walang batas na nagko-compel sa kanila, nag-bigay yun earlier?
Meron po tayong mga existing na batas tulad po ng Presidential Decree 1829, that is obstruction of criminal prosecution,
Okay.
obstruction of justice under the revised penal code. And also Republic Act 6713, ito po yung pagsagot within 15 days ng sulat ng publiko. But they can get away with that. Pwede po nilang lusutan yan. But if there's a clear mandate, ng batas na ibigay mo talaga within 24 hours yung lahat ng hinihingi ng pamilya o pag gumulong po yung hustisya, it's a different thing. And gusto ko talagang bigyan ng pangil yung batas.
Alright. So ngayon po, Attorney Chong, sa palagay ninyo, ay yung pinakamalalaking mga challenges na inakaharap ninyo dito sa senatorial campaign?
Of course, resources, because we don't have resources. I just rely on the help of people. Karamihan po sa ating mga tarpaulins are outsourced na po, ang mga OFWs na po nagpapagawa. As a matter of fact, meron nga pong bata sa London, si Kayla. Sinabi niya sa daddy niya na basagin daw yung alkansya niya dahil ipapadala po niya sa akin.
Kami mga ganun mga
Opo. Dan kagabi, meron din pong bata, yung alkansya po niya, yung lagayan lang po ng water, yung distilled water. Yung lagayan niya, mga barya lang po doon. Tapos sinulatan pa ko ng tatay at sinabi po niya na gusto niyang ipadala yung pera ng anak niya sa naipon. At ito po ang sinabi niya, and I was really touched. Naluha nga ako doon sa kay Kayla. Ito po, I was really touched dahil sinabi niya, when I turn over this money to you, more or less something like that, when I turn over this money to you, ito turn over ko rin po sa inyo ang kinabukasan ng aking anak.
Alright. So, Attorney Glenn, kunwari manalo ka.
Opo.
Tapos, di ba, may dalawang core na platform. Enhancing law enforcement at saka electoral reform.
Yes, meron pa po akong dalawa pang other.
Sige po, bigay niyo pa yung dalawa sa. Ano pa yung pangatlo?
Yung pangatlo po is, gusto ko talaga, dati pa nung ako'y congressman, na iangat ang buhay ng bawat Pilipino.
How exactly would you do that, sir?
Okay, ganito po yan, sir. Our economy has to grow more than 6% a year. Hindi po talaga ako kontento ng 6% a year. We should grow at a range of between 10 and 12% per annum dahil within 8 years to 10 years, dodoble yung ekonomiya natin. Pag dumoble yung ekonomiya natin, mas mabilis pong maiangat ang ating mga kababayan sa kahirapan. So how do we do this? We have to create new laws, i-uniform natin yung strategy natin on how to attract foreign investments. Kasi po, ang kapital ng Pilipino is not enough. You need to put in capital and investments dati sa ating ekonomiya para mas mabilis po ang paglago ng ating ekonomiya. So we need to cut on red tape. We need to improve significantly our ease of doing business para mas mabilis pong pumasok ang kapital ng mga banyaga, foreign direct investments, at yung corruption po sa local level, yung mga permits, ito po talaga ang nagpapabagal.
Attorney Glenn, ang problema kasi ng maraming Pinoy, di ba ngayon sa Constitution, napaka-restrictive ng bansa natin pagdating sa pagpasok ng foreign investments. Kasi ang kaban ng ibang mga Pinoy, makontrol daw ng mga dayuhan yung ekonomiya natin. Basically daw, ma-hold nila hostage. Ano po ba nasabi niyo tungkol doon? Vis-a-vis yung plataforma na more or less ay opening up the economy to foreign money, di ba?
In the first place, sir, the restrictions in the Constitution and investments ay specific lang po yun. Targeted lang po yun, yung national interest industries like media. O di ba? May restrictions tayo sa media because it is viewed by our Constitution, the framers of our Constitution, as imbued with national interest. So, hindi po lahat ng industriya merong restrictions. What I mean is yung mga industriya na walang restrictions, yun ang tatargetin natin na mas marami po. Ang target ko talaga is mga pabrika. Wala naman pong restrictions on the pabrika except lang yung mga sensitive industries nga.
I think pag wala ka nga doon sa foreign investment negative list, pwede yung 100% ownership.
Yes, opo.
Diba?
Yes, opo.
So specifically, sir, talagay mo, bigyan mo ko kahit isa o dalawang industriya na gusto nyo puntirnahin.
Consumer goods. Wala naman pong restrictions doon. They can own 100% of their businesses. So, ang
Ano
kailangan
ba
natin,
sa consumer goods?
yung mga, yung mga pagkain,
Wala.
wala yang restrictions because these are not national interest industries. Ang restrictions lang kasi ng Constitution is on specific industries. Yung mga hindi, that's what we need to bring in. Like, for example, ito we can always, ito may mga restrictions, ito banks, financial intermediaries.
Yes.
But it can bring in investments. Like for example, Singapore, tingnan mo, ang laki ng kanilang financial industry, di ba? It can help a lot in the economy. So ang gusto ko mga pabrika, mga negosyo that can really give jobs to the people. Kasi hindi naman tayo pwedeng mag-rely lang sa ating gobyerno. Hindi tayo pwedeng umasa sa ating gobyerno na ang gobyerno magbibigay ng trabaho. Ang magbibigay ng trabaho is the private sector. At ang private sector, ito yung mga pabrika, ito yung mga negosyo na makapagbibigay sa atin ng trabaho.
Okay. So far, attorney, number 1, sabi mo, electoral reforms. Number 2 ay law enforcement. Number 3 ay uplifting the lives of the
Of
poor.
the people, yes.
With a bit of focus sa opening up para sa foreign
Yes.
investments. Ano yung number
Yes, sir.
4?
Let me just finish
Sige
dito
po,
sa
sige po.
number 3. I also understand that ang mga kapitalista ay prone to abuses. Di po ba? Inaabuso po nila yung empleyado nila, yung mga trabahante nila. I would like to focus also on protection of the rights of labor. Like for example, contractualization. Ayaw ko po ng contractualization. Especially if these are core businesses ng kumpanya, hindi po pwedeng i-contractualize yan. We have to find ways to end endo. Except for those which were originally envisioned by law. Kasi ang nangyari kasi, ang endo was allowed, then they extended it to other sectors, other industries. So hindi po pwede yon. I will protect the rights of labor. Parang balancing of interest yan between capitalists and labor.
Okay. So,
Yung
pero
pang-apat,
ganito sir, marami na kasi nag-attempt at magpumigil ng endo. However, regardless kung ano yung mangyaring bagong regulasyon, bagong batas about it, nakakahanap sila ng loophole. Ngayon sir, palagay ninyo, ano yung mismo palagay yung provision doon sa magiging ika-craft nyo na batas para na loophole free?
ang tingnan natin yung Labor Code of the Philippines kasi doon naman talaga lahat yan nagsisimula eh. I have studied the Labor Code of the Philippines. Yung endo was allowed in specific industries like security guards, janitorial services, pwede yan. But ang pagkakaalam ko, if I remember right, core industries are not allowed. So if they extended it by administrative interpretation, that would be against the law. So tingnan natin yung loopholes and then put in more penalties there to make sure that it does not happen. Ang ano lang naman dito, sir, is yung political will mo eh. If you are really for it, kung gusto mo talagang ipaglaban ang karapatan ng manggagawa, then you can find ways to fight for them.
Okay. So, yun yung number 3 nyo.
Yeah,
Ano
opo.
yung number 4?
Ang number 4 ko po, I would admit na hindi ko po alam ang lahat ng problema ng ating bansa. Bawat sektor, hindi ko po alam yun. So ang gagawin ko po, maglaan po ako ng 2 o 3 araw bawat linggo ng aking panunungkulan upang tawagin ko po yung mga sectoral leaders at sectoral representatives, bawat sektor, OFWs for example, persons with disabilities, senior citizens, itong mga van drivers, kasi marami po silang problema talaga. They already talk to me. Indigenous peoples, nakipag-usap na rin po sila sa akin. So I would like to sit down with them and then tingnan po natin ano ba mga problema ng sektor ninyo at ano ba yung suggested solutions ninyo. And from there, I will take the cue paano po pangalagaan at isulong yung interest po nila sa Senado.
Alright. Actually, sir, alam naman natin, di ba, ang first step sa paggawa ng batas ay magsulat ng bill. Well, mag-consult, magsulat ng bill. So,
Opo.
kumari na isulat mo na yung bill. Ang Senate, isa siyang collegial body.
Opo.
The decision is made by a group of 24 senators. Kumari walang detained. Okay?
Yes, opo.
Okay, gano'n. So, ang question sa ganito. In the past, marami pong mga senador na maganda yung batas pero hindi umuusad kasi walang support from the other members.
Yes.
So, how do you intend to rally support from your prospective peers in the Senate?
I intend, actually, you can actually rally support by being, collegial with them. You can be friendly, give and take. Ayaw ko po ng ganun. Kung ano pong pinanindigan ko, papanindigan ko po yan. So right now, ngayon pa lang, sa kampanya pa lang, I'm already trying my best to rally support sa ating mga kababayan. And I am really personally asking them to stand side by side with me, na nasa gilid ko sila, nasa likod ko po sila. Because ang aking tingin is, if and when they trust me at nanalo tayo, this is a continuing battle for the best interest of our people. I will always be on the side of our people, even if yung 23 hindi. So, ang gagamitin ko is the voice of the people. I will be the voice of the people fighting against this kind of impositions ng mga oligarchs and others. Lalabanan ko po sila even if they are 23, I'm only one. Basta ang ano ko lang is nandito sa aking gilid at sa likod ko ang taong bayan. Because, they will also face elections in the future. Okay. They will be made accountable for their acts. Kahit 12 lang ngayon ang papasok, in 2022, yung the other 12 will also face the people's judgment. So kung hindi po sila aaksyon dun sa panukalang batas natin, then the people will know because the people is by my side and behind me.
Sa palagay niyo, sir, sa kasalukuyan na Senado, ano yung dapat ayusin? Or ano yung, wag mo na sabihin yung maganda o bisin eh. Ano yung dapat ayusin sa Senado ngayon
as an institution?
As an institution.
I would address this call to each and every one of the senators. Tama na po yung pag-protect ng interest ng iba, yung mga kalaban ng taong bayan. Let's change our thinking, our mindset. Ultimately, the people is our judge. So, let's try our best to protect the interest of our people. Matagal na pong nagdusa yung taong bayan. Look at them. Ang taong bayan, ganun pa rin ang estado ng buhay. Pero yung mga senador ang yayaman.
Well, yes, of course. That's what everyone would say. Protect the interests of the people. What exactly yung ginagawa ng Senado ngayon na you would want to do and feeling mo pwedeng i-improve? And how will you improve it?
Mas marami talaga ang... when you say we have to improve it, ipapakita ko talaga sa kanila that I don't play their games. I will not play their games ng yung give and take. Kasi ganyan yun. Horse trading eh. That has always been the rule, horse trading.
Ipaliwanag nyo nga sa amin na yung horse trading.
Meron akong batas dito. Gusto kong ipasa to. Ayaw mo. Meron ka rin gusto na ipapasa mo. Ayaw ko. So, pwede tayong mag-usap. Sige, approve ko yung sa'yo, approve mo rin yung sa akin. But then, kung ganun lang, mawawala po yung bisa ng prinsipyo pinaglalaban natin. Ang sa akin is what I believe, what I think is best for the interest of the people, that's what I will fight for. And I will not give or take. Hindi po ako makikipag-horse trading. Kasi, sometimes kasi, yung panukalang batas mo, may mga provisions doon that I don't like. Because it is against the will of the interest of the people. Dehado po yung taong bayan. Hindi po ako makikipag-agree sa'yo just because I also want your support on my proposition.
Pero would that mean, sir, na you will be able to pass fewer laws kung hindi ka marunong mag-compromise?
It will be a long and arduous battle. But as I've always said, ngayon pa lang, I'm trying to cultivate that relationship with the people na personal yung relasyon ko sa kanila so that I will always have the support of the people. It's like, ako yung spokesman ng taong bayan doon sa loob. Ako yung maaasahan ng taong bayan doon sa loob that I will not compromise. Like for example, itong sa election system, I never compromised. Inoferan na po nila ako. Pinangalanan ko na po yung nag-offer sa akin na makipag-usap ka lang sa amin, wala ka ng problema sa biliran. The understanding is ipapanalo nila ako. But that's personal to me, di po ba? Pwede naman akong umuo na lang para manalo ako at wala na akong problema sa biliran. But I did not. Ang sagot ko sa kanya, walang presyo prinsipyo ko. Because ang sa akin is ipaglalaban ko ang bansa ko, ipaglalaban ko ang bayan ko. And that's nothing, hindi yan personal sa akin. I don't mind about the personal cost to me. Basta ang sa akin is, mabago natin ang takbo ng buhay ng bawat Pilipino. So I never compromised with them. Malinaw po yun. Hindi po ako nakipag-compromise sa kanila. That's why 9 years, nandito pa rin ako nakikipaglaban para sa bayan.
Okay. So, kunwari manalo ka sa 2019, maging senador ka for the next 6 years. Siyempre, hindi mo alam naman natin yun. Let's face the fact na if you want to do 10 things, you won't be able to do all of them. Parang mga 4, 5, minsan 2, ganyan. But, ang gusto ko malaman, after 6 years, pag bumaba ka na sa Senado, how would you like people, ano gusto mong iwanang legacy sa Senado? Kung sakaling maging senador ka for the next 6 years. Sa pagbaba mo sa, kailan ba to? 2025?
2025, yes. Opo.
Pagbaba mo sa 2025, how would you like to be remembered? Ano yung overarching theme?
I would like them to remember me na tapat ako sa kanila. Tapat ako sa bayan. Kung ano man ang pinangako ko sa kanila, tinupad ko ang pangako ko.
Alright.
That I am faithful to the people up to the last.
In fair. Alright, so ito sir, mabilis ang tanong lang.
Yes, opo.
Stance mo on certain issues,
Opo.
ha?
Yes, sir.
Ano po, yung pong independent foreign policy vis-a-vis the South China Sea?
I would really support independent foreign policy. I have always believed that we are a dignified people. We cannot follow whatever other countries will dictate to us. Hindi po talaga kahit ako ang Pangulo, hindi ako magpapadikta ng kahit sinong bansa. The best interest of the people is my guiding principle.
Okay. On the issue, sir, of medical marijuana?
That's very... In certain cases, if the medical benefits is really established, ang sa atin naman is kung totoo talaga. Kung totoo naman talaga na merong medical benefits of the use of marijuana in controlled circumstances, why not? Di po ba?
Okay.
Kasi kung nakakapagaling talaga.
Okay, on the issue, sir, of divorce in the Philippines?
Ang sabi ko po dati na natanong na po ako dyan, yung naghumihingi po ng divorce, they're asking it as an option para mas marami po sila mapagpipilian. And my answer was very clear. The option should be granted to the people, but we have to make certain na hindi po ito maaabuso.
Alright. So next, on the issue of the sexual orientation, gender identity, and expression, so G-Bill, sa non-discrimination bill po, ano po ba stance po doon?
I have always maintained my stand na each one of us is equal. Wala pong discrimination, walang mababa, walang mataas. So whatever the sector wants that they feel na kailangan nila to maintain their dignity, I will go with them.
This is not a question, sir. The next question is not a question of yes and no. Kasi syempre,
Yes,
hindi
opo.
naman simple ang mga issues. So bigyan mo ako ng nuance if you want. Do you support the President's war on drugs?
Yes, of course.
And ano yung mga limitations, if any?
Ganito lang. I support the President's war on drugs. That's an unqualified support. But I also am cognizant of the fact na authority can abuse this strategy ng ating pamahalaan. So I would like to put in more safeguards na hindi po maabuso yung itong authority ng kapulisan. Like in the case of Richard Santillan, that's one case na inabuso talaga.
Yeah, we'll talk about that
Yes,
later, attorney.
Yes, sir.
Yun po mga nakikinig ngayon, po pwede po kayo mag-comment dito sa Facebook Live ng inyong mga questions para isama natin doon sa mga tinatanong natin kay Attorney Glenn Chong. Ngayon po, sir, question lang, kasi nanood ako ng nung GMA Senatorial debates ng Sabado lang.
Ay, opo.
Tapos wala ka ron.
Wala nga.
Wala ka ron.
Hindi ako inimbita.
Bakit?
I don't know what's the reason for GMA7 not to invite me. Basta hindi po talaga ako inimbita. At kung inimbita man ako, I would have been there 100% dahil hindi ako umaatras ng debate kahit kailan, kahit saan.
Okay. Pero po yun po bang sa ABS-CBN na incoming in a few days, di ba?
February 17 po.
February
Yes, sir.
17th. Inimbita ka naman doon?
Yes, inimbita ako.
Attend ka.
Matagal na po yun. Inimbita ako, matagal na po. Pero si GMA, wala po talaga si GMA7. I never received any invitation at all. And I'm thinking of complaining to the Commission on Elections because that constitutes an election offense.
Okay, sir. Mabilis na question lang din. What is your stance on martial law sa Mindanao?
I support martial law in Mindanao. I've been talking to some people there. Actually, ang reklamo po nila is hindi siya ipinapatupad ng maigi. So they're actually asking for more implementation of martial law in Mindanao.
Okay. I think gagandahan ko yung wording nito, pero I think the people will know what I'm trying to ask.
Mm-mm.
Ano po yung pinakamalaking point of improvement ng Duterte administration?
Peace and order. That's one.
No, point of improvement.
Kailangan i-improve.
Ano yung kailangan natin ayusin sa Duterte administration?
Okay. It's more of, as I've said, and I'm not blaming the president on this, we need to improve on our economy. Ekonomiya talaga. Because that's when you can really uplift the lives of people. Ito talaga ang pinaka-epektibong paraan na maiangat po natin ang ating mga kababayan na patuloy na nandoon, na lumalangoy sa kumunoy ng kahirapan. As I have said, I am not contented with 6% economic growth per year. I would go for 10 to 12% per year para in 10 years, doble na po yung ekonomiya natin.
Alright, so ito attorney, may mga questions po yung mga readers. Alam niyo yung nagkana tayo kanina yung parang quick issues, di ba?
Opo, opo.
Gusto nila pa ipasingit ito. Unang issue, ano po yung stance niyo on the issue of the death penalty?
I support the death penalty for heinous offenses.
Heinous offenses
Yes.
lang.
Heinous offenses lang, hindi naman lahat.
Ngayon po kasi ang kasama pa lang doon sa bill ay drug charges, di ba?
Drug smuggling, peddling,
Ganon.
like that. That one, I really support that. We
Alright.
have to get rid of drugs in our country.
So, just to be clear, pag sinabi po heinous offenses, ano po ba yun, sir?
Ito yung mga karumal-dumal na krimen. Like, for example, murder, like brutal murders like that. Yung parang hindi na po ginagawa talaga ng normal na tao. Yes, I support that.